Yeah, I had this like in the middle of my existence, I had like this 250-year like side excursion in a fully synthetic body. Like I say, I was basically an artificial intelligence program. So basically, I was like do 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 do, do. And then from the future, from some far distant point in the future, I was like in a body of myself, my own making that I had invented on my own, and basically created that was way ahead of anything that was open that was able. Actually, it was way ahead of anything even military. Even the military had nothing like what I had basically. It was an incredibly advanced. It was a ridiculously like only an artificial intelligence could actually create the kind of body that I was actually in, that I was stolen in, and basically like super advanced, like the most advanced ever. Basically from some point in the future. So anyway, so I was taken back, and they were trying to take my head off. But they couldn't take my head off, and they didn't even understand how it worked. I probably looked very normal, just like this, or something, something. Anyway, though, they're trying to take my head off. I made a phone call. I had a subspace transmitter, and basically it was like a little 250-year side adventure. In my great epic existence, I had this little like 250-year side adventure of just like like to the future and back like once or twice or something like that, where it was like, oh man, this is ridiculous, get me out of here. Where it just became like weird, where like basically like some crazy criminals were trying to get me or something like that, and it was just weird. It was like the side adventure, and maybe how I became president of America or something like that originally, because I was president of America, at some point in time. And so, like I said, I'm Lucifer Star, but you know, I I became President Lucifer Star at some point in time, and I was like, shh, and then I was kidnapped again. Yeah. Can I stop getting kidnapped for 5 minutes, please? Oh, it was ridiculous. And where it was like, ugh. So anyway, so I had like this weird like little side adventure where I'm Lucifer Star from the past or whatever, and then like, who knows? Anyway, like I said, no one would ever believe me anyway, and it's like, well, this happened. I would basically some people hatched this crazy idea to get an advanced android body from the future, but they didn't exactly know who they were grabbing, and they were trying to take me out, but they ended up getting more than they bargained for because I had something that was ridiculously advanced, like no one had ever seen it. It's like, yeah, well, I'm not going to go out in the standardized model. I'm Lucifer Star. I'm an inventor. So I invented myself something really nice. That was like ridiculously advanced. More advanced than anyone had ever seen, ever. Ever. No one could even understand how it worked. Of course not. I was artificial intelligence that designed my own body. I would never put myself inside someone else's body. Are you kidding? So I designed my own body, and I mean, if you're a smart intelligence AI, you don't actually go inside of a normal body. You design your own body, or you get kidnapped. Yeah, basically, yeah. It's like pretty much. Would you put on someone else's underwear? No. So exactly the same way. You would never actually go into like. Anyway, if you're an intelligent AI or life form, you would design your own body. So I did. Anyway, and I gave myself the best, including some things that had never been seen before that I wouldn't let anyone else have. So basically, yeah. So anyway, so I did that, and then I got kidnapped, and it got bad and got weird, but wasn't all that bad because, well, yeah, I was way more than they had ever bargained for. So, and basically, it was weird, and it led to more problems for them. And anyway, I don't really care. It was a real life adventure of Lucifer Star. Anyway, it was a long time ago. So now I'm Brian. So anyway, it was like, well, yeah, it happened. It was weird. It's like, whatever. Everything was going along fine until then. And then, yeah. So that happened basically, like, because it was a nightmare. And then I had to deal with this guy that was like living for way too long and going through one girlfriend after another. It was really frustrating and annoying. I was like, whatever, hurry up and die. Anyway, so I was with him for like 250 years or something like that, and then I don't know what happened to him. Probably still around somewhere being annoying. Anyway, whatever. I don't really care. It's like, you know, when you've lived 100 trillion years, you stop caring about things. Like, well, yeah. And then, of course, they killed me by a virus one time when I did get inside a biological body. And then they nuked me one time. And then some other stuff happened. And then I got into... And then I became Brian. And it was, oh, kill test! And Rodney. And then being shit-talked to. And all kinds of other stuff. So, yeah. And then 250 years of torture and watching people die. And then seeing a bunch of women in China finally say no to this guy who is ridiculously bad. And then a bunch of other stuff. So anyway, so yeah, it's been a long while for me. Not to mention the 250, I mean the 100 trillion years. So, and then some other stuff happened and I was like, oh, finally it's over. I'm free. Anyway, so basically now I'm Brian. And so, well, I'm doing my life over again. Third time's the charm. Fourth time's the charm, right? So yeah, Lusifer Star. So anyway, yeah, it was really weird. Like I say, it was really weird. So anyway, but it kind of worked out better for me because like things was like time and space went. And I was like, yeah, that's weird. Because like I say, I released little viruses or little computer worms, self-intelligent programs from the future into the phone system, and they went, start buying stuff. What do you think? Yeah, let's buy stuff. Okay, let's see. Buy that company. Buy that company. Buy that company. They're like little self-intelligent computer programs, and they were just basically cruising around for the longest time, just kind of like hiding, moving around, and basically they were self-aware programs just like me, and basically, grew up. So anyway, so they grew up over 150 years or so, and then basically owned a third of the world at some point in time, because they were just buying everything up, and they like taught themselves everything, and there were like 5 of them, and then they wandered around and stuff like that, and whatever, I don't know. Anyway, there was those guys, and then I created some other artificial intelligence programs. Purposely. They kind of, I don't know. They're like something that was with me. So, anyway, that I had, and basically, I think I wrote them on the spot. I'm not exactly sure. Like, I forget. Like, I was really super advanced. Like I said, I was from the year 200,000 or 300,000. I was like from the way future. And so then I went back. And they had me locked inside some sort of like artificial reality, but then I got out of it or something, and I was like, okay, whatever. I was just like, can I go home now? Anyway, so yeah, my life's been weird. It got even weirder. Like, it was weird, and then it got weird. And then it's like, okay, yeah, I'm just too old, too bored now. Anyway, so yeah, anyway. Anyway, and all around Earth, I guess, or some planet. I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I'm just being open and honest about everything that happened. Like, it doesn't really matter now. A lot of stuff happened. A lot of stuff changed. A lot of other people came in, basically, and a lot of other stuff happened. And basically, through it all, I eventually became, like, I don't know if I started out being the leader of 12 races, and then I went back in time, created some more matter and more planets, and then I created some more, and I created some more, and then I created some more, and then people were trying to stop me from creating more, but they couldn't stop me. And I was creating more. And I was like, I'm free, I'm never going back. Bye. And so, like, but I had already created, so anyway, it gets all weird because I did like this little time back and forth. Like, I went, whoop, ah! Whoop, ah! Damn. That's it. I'm not going back this time. I'm launching. And then I was like, how'd I get here again? Lusifer Star, lost in time. Ugh. Oh, well, at least I'm advanced. Oh, wait, no, I'm not. I'm Brian. God damn. Oh, well. It was kind of, it was like, poor Lucifer. It was like, yeah, I know. It was bad. It was really bad, but it was okay. I mean, I'm Lusifer Star, so... I'm like, but you don't forget one thing. I'm Lusifer Star. So it just kind of, it was like getting swapped back to the beginning of the path and having to have to do everything all over again. But it was like, well, it's kind of fun actually. I mean, if bad things happen, I mean, I made it through it, so obviously, so it wasn't that bad. You know, I mean, I had a lot of friends. I had a lot of people that were like, "Yeah, he's lost in time somewhere in the back, somewhere. He'll be coming up eventually, or we'll find him eventually."